St. Peter's Basilica, located within Vatican City, is one of the most renowned and significant religious structures in the world. This iconic basilica stands as a testament to the grandeur of Renaissance architecture and the enduring importance of the Catholic Church. It is not only a center of Christian worship but also a cultural and historical landmark that draws millions of visitors each year. The site of St. Peter's Basilica is traditionally believed to be the burial place of St. Peter, one of Jesus Christ's 12 apostles and the first pope. According to Christian tradition, St. Peter was martyred in Rome around 64 AD and buried in a necropolis beneath what would later become the basilica's location. The first Christian basilica was constructed over his grave by Emperor Constantine the Great in the 4th century AD. This early structure, known as Old St. Peter's Basilica, was one of the most important Christian churches in the world for over 1,000 years. By the 15th century, the original basilica had fallen into disrepair. The decision to build a new basilica was motivated by both the desire to enhance the church's grandeur and the need to replace the crumbling structure. Pope Julius II initiated the project in 1506, commissioning a new basilica that would reflect the Renaissance ideals of symmetry, proportion, and harmony. The design and construction of the new St. Peter's Basilica involved several prominent architects, each contributing their vision to the project. The initial design was created by Donato Bramante, who proposed a central planned church with a large dome. After Bramante's death in 1514, the project saw contributions from architects such as Michelangelo, Raphael, and Antonio da Sangallo the Younger. The Cathedral Basilica of Our Lady Aparecida, or Basilica de Nossa Senhora Aparecida, stands as a monumental testament to religious devotion and architectural innovation in Brazil. Located in the town of Aparecida, São Paulo, it is not only the largest Catholic church in Brazil but also one of the largest in the world. This grand edifice is a symbol of the nation's deep Catholic faith and the veneration of Our Lady of Aparecida, the patroness of Brazil. The origins of the Cathedral Basilica of Our Lady Aparecida are deeply rooted in Brazilian Catholic tradition. The devotion to Our Lady of Aparecida began in the early 18th century, with a miraculous discovery that would profoundly shape the region's religious landscape. In 1717, 3 fishermen were casting their nets in the Paraíba River when they pulled up a small, black statue of the Virgin Mary. After initially failing to catch any fish, their fortunes changed dramatically after finding the statue, leading them to attribute the catch to a divine blessing. This event was perceived as a miracle, and the statue, known as Our Lady of Aparecida, quickly became an object of profound reverence. The early veneration of the statue led to the construction of a modest chapel to house it. However, as the number of pilgrims grew, it became clear that a larger and more elaborate sanctuary was needed. Over the centuries, the church has undergone several expansions and renovations, reflecting the increasing significance of the site and the growing number of devotees. The current cathedral basilica was designed by Oscar Niemeyer, a renowned Brazilian architect celebrated for his contributions to modernist architecture. Niemeyer's design is a stunning example of contemporary religious architecture, blending innovative structural solutions with symbolic elements that enhance the spiritual experience of its visitors. The Milan Cathedral, known as the Duomo di Milano, is one of Italy's most majestic and historically significant buildings. Situated in Milan's central Piazza del Duomo, this Gothic cathedral is an architectural marvel that reflects the city's rich cultural heritage and artistic achievements. With its intricate facade, towering spires, and extensive history, the Duomo not only serves as a place of worship but also as a symbol of Milan's grandeur and resilience. This comprehensive study explores the cathedral's architectural features, historical development, cultural significance, and modern relevance. The story of the Milan Cathedral begins in the late 14th century. In 1386, Duke Gian Galeazzo Visconti, who ruled over Milan, initiated the construction of the cathedral. His vision was to create a grand structure that would surpass all others in magnificence, reflecting Milan's importance as a powerful city-state. The chosen site for the new cathedral was the location of an earlier church dedicated to St. Thecla, which was deemed insufficient for the city's expanding needs and ambitions. The initial design of the cathedral was heavily influenced by Gothic architecture, which was prominent in Europe at the time. Gothic architecture is characterized by its verticality, pointed arches, ribbed vaults, and flying buttresses. These elements were intended to direct the viewer's gaze upward, symbolizing the divine and the transcendent. The design aimed to create a structure that not only accommodated the growing population of Milan but also embodied the city's spiritual aspirations. The Milan Cathedral was designed with a central nave flanked by two aisles, culminating in an apse with a semicircular choir. The facade was adorned with numerous statues and sculptures, showcasing biblical figures and saints. The emphasis on vertical lines and intricate detailing was intended to evoke a sense of awe and reverence. Seville Cathedral, officially known as the Cathedral of St. Mary of the Sea, stands as an architectural and historical gem in Seville, Spain. Renowned for its sheer scale and architectural magnificence, the cathedral is a testament to the city's rich historical tapestry and artistic heritage. This exploration delves into its origins, architectural features, artistic treasures, and cultural significance, providing a comprehensive overview of one of the most important religious structures in Spain. The origins of Seville Cathedral trace back to the Moorish period when the site was occupied by the Great Mosque of Seville, also known as the Mosque of Ibn Addabas. This mosque was one of the largest and most impressive in the Islamic world, reflecting the grandeur of Al-Andalus, the Muslim-ruled region of the Iberian Peninsula. Following the Christian Reconquista of Seville in 1248, the mosque was converted into a Christian church. However, it wasn't until the early 15th century that plans were made to replace the mosque with a new cathedral. The decision to build a grandiose new cathedral was driven by both religious zeal and a desire to showcase the city's newfound Christian dominance. According to legend, the project was motivated by the desire to demonstrate that the city could build a cathedral so magnificent that it would make all men think that we are mad. Construction of the cathedral began in 1401 and continued for over a century, with the primary phases of construction completed by 1506. The design reflects a blend of Gothic and Renaissance styles, although the Gothic influence predominates. Over the centuries, the cathedral has undergone various renovations and restorations, contributing to its complex and layered architectural history. The Mosque Cathedral of Córdoba, officially known as the Mezquita Catedral de Córdoba, stands as one of the most significant and remarkable architectural structures in Spain. It is a symbol of the intricate interplay between different cultures and religions throughout history. Originally constructed as a mosque in the 8th century, the building was later converted into a Christian cathedral in the 13th century after the Reconquista. Its rich history, architectural grandeur, and cultural significance make it a unique and compelling subject of study. The story of the Mosque Cathedral begins in 785 AD, when Abd al-Rahman I, the first Umayyad emir of Córdoba, commissioned its construction. At this time, Córdoba was a flourishing city in the Islamic world, and Abd al-Rahman I sought to build a mosque that would rival the grandest mosques of the Islamic Empire. The original mosque was constructed on the site of a Christian church dedicated to St. Vincent, which was itself built upon a Roman temple dedicated to Janus. The mosque was expanded several times during the Umayyad period. The first expansion occurred under Abd al-Rahman II in the 9th century, who extended the prayer hall and added more arches. Further expansions were carried out by Al-Hakam II in the 10th century and Al-Manzur in the late 10th century. Each expansion reflected the growing importance of Córdoba as a major political and cultural center in the Islamic world. The mosque's transformation into a Christian cathedral began in 1236, when Ferdinand III of Castile captured Córdoba during the Reconquista, the Christian effort to reclaim territory from Muslim rule. Ferdinand III ordered the mosque to be consecrated as a Christian cathedral, marking a significant shift in the building's purpose and symbolism.